Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Raven here. Today we will be reading over the solo play game system for my self-published game From Peasants to Palaces. How to solo play. 1. Create one or more characters using the From Peasants to Palaces character creation rules. 2. Choose a plot hook from the plot hook generator table and a random event from the random event generator table. Then you set the scene. If you wish, you can also enhance the scene you have set with either a complication to the scene, an alteration to the scene, or both. 3. Begin asking the mystic questions and then interpret the chosen answer or answers in context. 4. Play From Peasants to Palaces and attempt to overcome the scene. 5. Use game organizer actions in order to move the action along. 6. Set the scene for the next thing you want your character or characters to do. 7. Don't worry about enemy or monster creation rules. Setting the scene. Describe where your character or characters are with sight. What does he or she see, if anything? Sound. What does he or she hear, if anything? Smell. What does he or she smell, if anything? Touch. What does he or she feel, if anything? And taste. What does he or she taste, if anything? 2. Describe what your character or characters are trying to accomplish. 3. Decide if you want to add either a complication or an alteration to your scene. And here are some of the tables. Complication to the scene. 1. Something hostile opposes you. 2. An obstacle blocks your way or path. 3. Wouldn't it suck if blank happened? 4. An enemy or NPC suddenly acts in a blank way. The current scene is not as it seems. 5. 6. Surprisingly, things go as planned. Alteration to the scene table. 1. A detail about the scene is enhanced in either a positive or negative way. 2. Something happens to make the environment become different. 3. An unexpected enemy or NPC appears. 4. Add one or more complication to the scene. 5. Add one or more pacing action to the scene. Add one or more random event to the scene. 6. The mystic, yes or no. When you need to ask a simple question, first choose the likelihood of that question. 1. Likely but blank or likely and blank. Unlikely but blank or likely but blank. 2. 3 is the mystic answers your question with a question of his own. 4. Very likely but blank or very unlikely and blank. 5. Very unlikely but blank or very unlikely and blank. 6. The mystic answers your question but at a cost. The mystic how. Whenever you need to know how big, strong, the amount of, etc. something is, then ask from the following. 1. Average. 2. Surprisingly less than average. 3. Surprisingly more than average. 4. Exponentially less than average. 5. Exponentially more than average. Game organizer actions. Remember Rule 5 From Peasants to Palaces solo play. Rule 5. Game organizer actions in order to move the action along. Pacing actions. Whenever the game stalls or you think what happens now, choose one or more pacing actions. Failure action. Whenever you, an NPC, or an enemy fails at something, choose one or more failure actions. Pacing action table. 1. Foreshadowed minor trouble or troubles. Example, not sleeping well, losing something of importance, etc. 2. Revealing a new or hidden detail. 3. You, an NPC, or an enemy takes action. 4. Something threatening happens or a new threat appears within the scene. 5. Advance the current plot positively or negatively. 6. Add one or more random events to the scene. Failure actions. 1. The creature causes harm to themselves either physically or mentally. 2. A creature or 2. A choice or deal is offered by another. 3. An unknown truth about the creature who failed is revealed. 4. Foreshadowed minor troubles. 5. A failing social interaction could result in either damage to a relationship, reputation, or alliance. 6. This failure reveals hidden information or triggers an event or trap that was waiting to be triggered. Random events. Whenever you need to create a random event, choose from the following table. The Mystic Complex questions. Whenever you have an open-ended or complex question, or whenever you need to answer a details about something that you can't answer, choose one or more of the following mystic actions in order to answer the questions. Detail actions. Size, tiny, small, new, or tiny, small, medium. New, average, old, non-magical, magical, complex, simple, specialized, common, rare, dignified, unexpected, undignified, expected. Focus, action, move, harm, help, protect, give, take, mislead, reveal, create, oppose, communicate, command, transform, begin or end a conflict, begin or end alliance or friendship. Topic action. Current want or wants, current need or needs, alliance, enemies, rumors, safe zones, danger zones, history, plans for the future. The current plot or plots, a specific creature, a clan, resistant events, equipment, included magic items, knowledge about the environment, or something else. Plot hook generating table. This is used to generate plot hooks for your adventure. Adventure object or objects. Escaping from or trying to kill one or more members of the Primordial Eye. Trying to find a way into one of the 7 primordial dungeons. Seeking out a specific magic item or items set. Recover or restore something of value that is included but not restricted to the following: items, objects, creatures. Create your own clan. Create your own safe zone, effectively rising from poverty and becoming a peasant who now owns a palace. Adventure adversaries. The Primordial Eye, other clans, danger zones, NPCs, a reoccurring enemy or enemies, character death. Adventure reward, food, water, and a place to stay for the day or night, a new ally, information that furthers your adventurous plot. The adventure plot progresses and a new arc begins. The worship of people whom you have saved, a magic item. NPC generator table. Use the following table to generate NPCs for your adventures. What is the NPC? Peasant, clan members, the primordial eye, guards, slaves, royalty, merchants, a concept, the mystic, anything else that you can think of. The NPC's goals: to obtain something, to serve, to rebel, to escape, to learn, to explore, anything else that you can think of. Specific features about the NPC: male or female, height, weight, skin tone, hair color, eye color, attitude and personality, scars, tattoos, piercings, specific speech patterns. Dungeon generator tables. Use the following tables to choose options in order to create dungeon tailored for your adventure. Type of dungeon: regular dungeon, primordial dungeon, hidden dungeon, public dungeon. What or where or what is the dungeon? Safe zone, danger zone, caverns, castles, ruins, temples, mountains, sewers, anything else that you can think of. What is the size of the dungeon? Tiny, small, medium, large, huge, gargantuan. What is the main creature type of the dungeon? Human, plant, animal, construct, monster, elemental, dragon. What is the key feature for the dungeon? Hidden passages full of traps, scattered portals, one giant maze, one giant labyrinth, anything else you can think of. What environment hazard does the dungeon have? Gas, falling rocks, flooding, darkness, brightness, lava, anything else you can think of. What type of special rooms does the dungeon have? Altar room, armory, throne room, treasure room, vault, sacrificial chambers, slave chambers, anything else you can think of. Thank you. This has been today's video, and next time we will look over the core mechanics a little bit before we make a character. After that, we will make his void's partner, and then from there, in the comment section, I would like for you guys to tell me what you would like to see about the games. Thank you and have a nice day. Like, subscribe, and follow for more videos.